We are continuing our Meet the Candidates interviews, and this morning we have Tara Dyer with us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for coming in. Tara, you are running for Stark County Recorder, and I would venture to say there might be some people out there that say, Stark County Recorder, what does a recorder do?
That's everybody. Everybody asks that question. So the recorder does a few things, actually. One thing most people don't know is they can give veterans IDs in that office. And I've been trying to get that information out as much as possible. They also work with things like real estate related, so your deeds and those kind of documents, and it's legal documents such as power of attorney. So those are all really important. And one of the reasons I'm running is I want people to trust the person and know the person that's going to have that information.
Yeah, and I mean, everything that needs to be recorded
Yeah.
is where I guess the office gets its name, I would
Yeah.
imagine. So, for people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So I grew up in Stark County. I have lived here most of my life. I grew up in Louisville. I live in North Canton now. I've been involved in politics, but I haven't actually ran for office before. So this is my first time running. And I live in North Canton with my kids and my dog.
And do you, when you talk about politics and things like that, what made you say, okay, I'm gonna take that next step and get into the world of running for office?
I've been in this place of what I want to do. I knew I wanted to do something that was going to serve the community. And when this kind of came up in our political circles, I thought, you know what, this would be a good fit. I have a good background for it. My background's project management, and it's not a policy making position. It's more administrative. So you're not really getting into the nuts and bolts of it, so to say.
Hmm.
And it seemed like a really good.
Do you feel like it might be a stepping stone for you in some ways?
Possibly, but I don't know. I mean, right now I have kids in school and I definitely want something that I'm going to be stable in. And like I said, I want to do something that can genuinely help people. So I'm hoping I can do that in this position.
The reason I ask that only is because Janet Creighton, who has held many different offices in Stark County, she started out as the county recorder way
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
when I first came to town 30 some odd years ago. But um, that was it was a very important office and still is, obviously. So for people
Yeah.
in the county, and like you say, a lot of people don't really realize that or understand that. So as you look at this office, what are your thoughts about things you'd want to do as you would walk in the front door the first day?
One of the things I really want to do is, like I said, I want people to know who I am. A lot of the conversations I've had with people in the community, I find that people don't even know who the recorder is anymore. And I think it's important. Like I said, this is a person that is dealing with your deed of your home. This is power of attorney, things like that. They're really important to families in Stark County. So they should know the person handling that information. And I think that's a good way to build trust with the community. So having a mobile office, getting out in the community, I think that's going to be very important.
And I guess if you're looking for those kinds of things, that's where Stark County residents would go to get them. They'd have to come to the recorder's office for those things. Is that right?
They document them there, and that office holds over 200 years of information. Now, the nerd I am, I kind of think it would be really cool to go in there and just go through everything. And I don't know how much I'm allowed to go through, but just to see like the history of the county, I think it would be really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you have to think the history has to be incredible
Yeah.
for everything that's there.
Yeah, our previous recorder, who had been there for 20 years, he actually digitized all of that information. And I
Hmm.
can't imagine how long that took, but just hearing like how many years of information is in that office, I just think that's a really cool thing.
And they just moved all the records.
Yeah, they had moved the records. I think it was in the past 10 years, but just I also my background is also in some digital areas, so I'm hoping to make things more user friendly with all of that.
So if you had one thing to say to the people who are watching or listening so they would vote for you, what would you say?
The main thing I would want to say to voters is just I hope I can earn their trust and that I can earn their vote. And I know Stark County is huge, so I can't get to every single resident. I wish I could, but I'm hoping people listening at least are getting to know me and know that I genuinely care about the job I want to do.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.